put my phone on the silence.
You mind rolling up?
Yep.
You do. I'm sorry.
I don't mind. Yeah, it's definitely time to roll upward.
An upward angle.
I've gotten "What are you doing?" text messages from too many people.
It's definitely time to roll out.
That isn't. Okay, so this guy wanted to have me come out to Atlanta or to LA to do to do a music video for him, and he said he would pay for the flight, but he wouldn't pay for the luggage. But the luggage is all the gear. So I'm trying to think of a way. Like I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. But it looks like I probably won't be going.
He willing to negotiate with you? I mean, he willing to pay something. Apparently,
he'll pay the $130 for the flight.
Keep the flight. I got that.
Right.
That's all you're doing. I'll take care of the flight because I got vouchers I gotta use anyway. However you spend it. This equipment ain't gonna move itself. That's the biggest thing.
My thing is, if I go there with just a handbag to carry on the flight, and I just kept my clothes in there, but ain't gonna be no room for a fucking camera.
Right.
And if it is, it's gonna be just a camera, not my gimbal, none of that other shit. So I don't know, but it's the being an entrepreneur. What are you into these days?
Well, I'm trying to get some money, really trying to keep it legal, but I want to get this school stuff back popping. Cause I just did a little research on I got like 5 classes left to get my degree, but I got 2 more years and I get this felony expunged up off me. So that's gonna be a birthday gift to me when I turn 35. So I'm trying to get them to something to do while I'm waiting on that.
You hear about that new program for like convicts or not, like for felons? I think we talked about it, right? Like they'll knock your felony right off your shit.
5 years. It gotta be 5 years.
5 years since the felony?
It got it. This is where it fucked me up. I thought it was 5 years when you get out of jail. So when I went and did the research, it's actually 5 years when you get off probation.
Oh,
so when
okay.
you completely clean off everything, you gotta go 5 years straight.
Oh, with no mistakes?
Not even a ticket.
Damn! I mean, that is getting a felony off.
Yeah, and it's only one too. So that's I only got one. So
I mean, but do you have to do that multiple times for different felonies?
You can only get one off. One falls off. That's what she talking about. That falls off.
Can you pick which one?
I think you can. No, I think if it's a heinous one like murder or kidnapping.
Well, you gotta stay with that. Yeah, man. It's the PeterPromo podcast, and we're talking here with another Detroit artist, another Detroit humble habitant that is here occupying the studio here to tell us about life and being a black man alive today in 2021. It's like what's today's date?
It's 28th of February.
It's the 28th of February. It's the last day of February.
Black History Month.
How has your Black History Month been?
It's been going steady. I mean, I can't even complain. My birthday was this month, so that's always good. It's good to see another one of those. Had a little taste of the workforce. It's that COVID out there, man. That COVID out there. So I'm gonna try my best to stay away from it. Me having one of those high risk immune systems. You got to be careful with the COVID. But other than that, February been looking up.
And what about you, Will? We got my guy here, Will over here, Will Juno. Got an artist with music on iTunes. He's got music videos out there under Will Juno. What about your Black History Month? What journey have you been on?
It's been good. I found the new me. Like within, it was rough, but I tapped into a new me, and I'm proud of that.
A new you?
Yeah.
In what way?
Like a new way of thinking and moving now.
Okay.
And making decisions.
The decision-making process is important.
Yes.
It's time to start businesses, man. Where's all the? Y'all ain't never heard of no businesses in this time? Anybody come up with a business y'all want to plug?
My homegirl just got a laundry service coming up.
A laundry service.
It's she just shot it to me.
She come to your house and clean your clothes?
I ain't even asked for the details. But I mean, I thought she was kind of like, sliding in DMs trying to get the second shot back, second chance. But she was like, yeah, I got my laundry service going.
What's the second shot, bro?
She want to go ahead, try to get back on the roster. She was a star at one point, but, the game changed and, new stars come up.
Will's had stars in the past. He, what's up with the roster? How do you keep a good roster?
Easy.
Coach Will. That's uncomfortable.
Will.
It's uncomfortable.
Coach Will.
Hit him with it.
First, you always got to make sure your point guard is on point.
And who's the point guard in this analogy?
Your point guard is your shooter. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be the one that shoot, make moves. You know what I'm saying? It's that the point guard runs the team.
Nice.
Now, unlike a regular basketball team, these members don't know that they're on the same team, do they?
Exactly.
Okay, so there's a little espionage you got to...
That's why I say your point guard is the point.
Now, here's the thing. All the women, all 5 of them, they think that they're the point guard, right? Or do you let some of them off rip? Like,
no,
you,
that's why you get ones that listen. That's why you build your team. You build your team with lists. But listen, that's how you build your roster. With people, motherfuckers that listen. You don't build your roster with one flake motherfucker that want to go off and do their own thing like Kyrie Irving.
You can't.
You know what I'm saying? That'll mess up the game. That'll mess up the flow. You messing up a championship team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, in my personal affairs in the pimpology, I've noticed that if you keep everything up front, you run into less trouble. That's my experience. You just be flat the fuck out.
And I have to 100% agree with you.
You know?
Because like you said, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily get a whole 5. Because 5 is hard to juggle. That's hard to juggle. I could do a good solid 4.
A solid 4. You never did 5.
Never. I did 5 in high school. I did that in high school. So I can't do that no more. Cause now I'm more mobile. They want to be around, and my time is only 24 hours. So might as well save it. So I mean, I had like a solid 4. 3 is good. 2 will get you by. 1 that's wifey.
Okay, right. Now, do you recommend having a roster, or do you think it should people be?
I mean, I recommend people just make your decision. Be what you want.
Yeah, but what's your personal recommendation?
I recommend no roster. I recommend one man band. Actually.
No roster?
No roster. You know what I'm saying? Because you can make moves, you know what I'm saying? You can, like, say you playing for AA team, you're not just on the team, you just there just playing, and then you gone. Okay. That's the person you know what I'm saying? You might feel like that way, but if you want love and you want that, then you go for it then. But your roster gonna have to be short.
Ramifications that come with having all them is too much. It ain't even worth it. Because if you gotta, and they gonna overlay if you don't tell them about each other, and if they don't tell them about each other, they find out. It's just a whole unnecessary domino effect, and then the end result is gonna fall on you. So I would always say just pick one headache.
Pick one. So they're headaches.
I mean, if you want to limit them, just headaches, but not quite. I would just say just pick one, because I mean, all those demands becomes a headache after a while.
Okay. I am used to having a roster of artists. My game has not been one of a sexual one, but one of a business venture, and I've been going at it for a long time. Last year capped off with 600 clients.
Congratulations.
I'm not. I had to thin it out, and that's what this year is about, and that's what this is getting on. But when you're working hard, you got to play hard. You know what I'm saying? What are some of the things you do to get your mind off the stress? What do you do out here, man?
Well, I want to incorporate taking some traveling, but as of right now, seeing how COVID really got people really limited, seeing everybody, just try to stay in tune with the ones just here, and just do whatever you can to stay out the way. Like, the best bet is get some legal money. Get on somebody payroll for the time being. That's what I'm gonna do. Just gonna just get their little money up, stack it up real quick, and then when you got a nice little pot, make your big move. My big move is just gonna be pretty much leaving here though, bro.
Right. Let's see. When I agree to, I know everybody talking about the subject, but I want to get on the subject of you think that we supposed to be working. Like, let's look at the bigger picture of this. Like, everything in reality, we supposed to be making money in our sleep. In reality, it's like we program, man. It's like we programmed we gotta work, we gotta pay bills. They programmed to have fear, programmed to worry. That's why I'm trying to teach people, like, yo, if you ain't got it, don't worry. Tell yourself you got it. You gotta act on it. Don't just tell yourself you got it. You know what I'm saying? Don't just pray for it or be like, hey, I want it. So I pray for it, and then you don't act on it. You gotta act on it too, and also you gotta make sure you want it and make sure that you lined yourself up within it, and then it come to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be trying to tell people, like, you might not feel like you want something big. You might feel like you can't get it. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's why they want you to program you in your head. That's why they got these phones as all this technology now, and it's just taking everything away. You know what I'm saying? For the real big picture. Like, man, we ain't even supposed to be working. Like, actually, we supposed to work to celebrate.
Right.
Like, for real.
That sounds like a book I read. As a man thinketh. Like, pretty much, if you think it, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You just gotta be behind it. And like, ever since I've been doing that, stuff been popping.
See?
Okay, I had one of those clients here, and this is I undoubtedly missed a portion of that. I just had a client who came here to drop a deposit on a 10/20 session, which he was told $80 an hour, and he came and he said that he had $15 to his name, and asked if he can book a 7-minute session.
Okay.
600 clients. 600 clients.
Okay.
Oh, that nigga P, he doing big things. No, not doing big things. It's terrible. The thing is
that the same dude that said, I got 700 right now?
Yeah, and then he left me a message, and he said, I miss being live with you. He's shown up to my house a couple of times. This is not the first location he's ever shown up to. Okay. He is an artist, but clearly, he's got we've all got demons. His are maybe more emotional or intellectual. Maybe he has some mental things going on here. I don't mean to speculate, but it's kind of difficult having that many clients, which is why this year the incentive has all been about expanding my brand. I'm trying to hit some vacations, but not taking vacations. I'm trying to go work. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy working. I enjoy the thing. I think the thing is, when you do something for so long, it's hard not to be cynical. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Every hustle has its joy and stuff. But again, whether it's being a parent, whether it's owning a building, whether it's managing a building that you'll never own, like a Myers or you know what I'm saying? Everything comes with this stress, and you get cynical. Like, oh God, you work at a hospital, like, oh God, it's dead. If this old motherfucker doesn't die and get off my fucking table, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to think like that, but once you used to something,
it comes with it.
It comes with it. But I will say that I've done a pretty good job at making sure that I appreciate my clients coming through, seeing that I'm helping people achieve something. Their music, it's who am I to say whether something's good or bad or whatever? If it came from you and came from your soul, if you want my opinion on it, I'll always tell somebody. But I just feel like with all the music that's out there, some of you, like right now, name someone you feel like is terrible. Not because you're talking shit, but
terrible.
Just because, but yeah, you just like you don't understand.
I just heard him. Oh my God, my little brother play him all the time. What's his name? Baby Smooth. I think his name Baby Smooth or something like that.
You got one?
I think Young Boy said from Garbage.
Okay, right. And right there alone, you two are real niggas that I know. But just because two real niggas don't like something, it have no bearing on what the success and the capabilities. So it's like when somebody asks me, does this suck? Or is it's like, will people listen to it? Hell yeah. Now, if someone just is like, I am rich and I make money, I might say something. I might say something to that.
Some
But
girls told me I suck today. You don't say my music suck. The same song that everybody love. You know what I'm saying? I guess everybody got their opinion. But these, I ain't take it in offensive. I laugh because these is like ignorant bitches. I'm sorry, I don't mean to call you women.
it's cool to call them ignorant. Don't call them bitches,
You was
though.
ignorant. You was ignorant. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I ain't really play my music. I be playing my music when I get drunk, and I be like busting ass in spades, and I be talking crazy. So I be need like a theme music or something. But I mean, everybody always look forward to because it's always something catchy. So that's about it.
I think that catchy factor is what's winning right now. But it's funny because
like
there's
that mumble shit. Like,
there's a lot of
understand what you're saying.
cancel culture.
Cancel culture.
Have you heard of this?
I haven't.
Will? That's a no.
Yeah.
Okay. Cancel culture is more of a I don't know, it's a suburban kind of white people on Twitter thing. And it's essentially when the masses find out that you've done or said something heinous, they'll stop supporting you. Because as we all know, all the stuff that happens is about the support. Roseanne said some kind of low-key racist shit, and they canceled her ass. The network canceled her because the people canceled her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And back when Michael Vick was doing the dog, Twitter wasn't really as prevalent and shit like that. But like nowadays, you mess up, you make a mistake, Twitter will get you. And I'm talking about a million people all blowing your shit up. And now people who are looking at your, you know what I'm saying? There's just been several actors. One of the guys, I forgot his name, they're saying that he's a cannibal.
A cannibal.
His ex-wife divorced him or left him, said he eating people. You know what I'm saying?
Who is this individual?
Shia LaBeouf. You know who Shia LaBeouf is? The guy, the kid from Transformers.
Oh, yeah.
The first three Transformers
they tried to
movies.
sell it.
I heard about it.
They tried.
I mean,
but you know who I'm talking about?
I mean, probably by face. But damn, eating people.
What else did he do? He was
playing
something
in
on
Lifetime movies now.
He was somebody in the Mickey Mouse Club or something like that. He was something on Disney.
Oh yeah, I ain't had a Disney Channel.
Yeah, I never had the Disney Channel. I never understood that. But there's so many black kids black people I know are like, yeah, Zach and Cody. You know, that's so Raven. How?
I just
How?
I just got hit to it like in my teenage years when I was able to like go over people career that had cable.
No, see, I never had HBO. Never had any of those channels. Never had Disney. Did you experience like that? Was that?
I mean, it was like when the cable came and we had enough to afford it. We can only afford so much, so we probably get HBO, no Stars, no Encore, or we get Stars, no HBO, no. We get one or no Times or something. We just get one out of them, but and then it got to the point where we got all of them. But then I went in the TV.
Yeah.
Truth is, I ain't have it in my mama house. That's why I used to live with my grandma.
Oh, my grandma had that shit.
Damn. All my grandma had was a VCR. I think she still got a VCR. Same 3 tapes.
I had nanas. So my mama had me. She was like 14. My daddy's 15. So I had nanas. Then my grandma's is my mama's.
Nice.
So, yeah. So I had it.
Damn. See, I had to find it.
You know, I watched a little episode of Little Rock, the young Rock. You know what I'm saying? Dwayne The Rock Johnson doing his little whatever.
I've never seen it.
He was talking about how even though he was a big guy in high school and shit like that, he said he moved to a new school and then all the guys thought that he was like 21 Jump Street. They thought he was a narc.
Oh, straight.
Because he was too big. He had a mustache, nigga. You in middle school. You big as hell. What the fuck?
I
Hell
seen-
nah,
I seen his
nigga.
old pictures too.
That shit don't make no sense. I think he was high school, not middle school. But that's why they thought he was a narc. Because he was just
Short
bigger
thumb.
than the gym teacher, bigger than the principal.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no way.
So
Fed.
I don't
Nigga,
know.
You ain't playing football, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, nigga, we gotta see your birth certificate, nigga.
Now
This is fake.
Here's what I want to ask you. He talks about, not having money. And he said that in order to get girls, even though he was big and he was the Rock and shit like that, but, not when he was the Rock. We're talking about when he was in high school. So he had to lie. He had to lie about, or he had to steal. So he stole his clothes. So, like, bitches would be like, oh, shit, he wearing Nike or he's at Jabro. It was a funny part where he had some purple pants on. It's like, yeah, those are Jabros. Jabros. It was just funny because it's like, you could, you know what I'm saying? But have you ever experienced something like that? High school, not having money, having to do what you had to do to get the...
Go ahead, take it away, man.
Yep. School to Mount Clements, man. Like I said, I started to be a star. I grew into being the star because of basketball.
You was a star?
No, yeah. Every when I first came, niggas hated me because
Why they
I wasn't from Mount Clements and the girls.
Oh, yeah, he's from the city boy out there taking all the girls.
They hated for real. They hated me. And I couldn't fight because my mom would have thought that's the reason why we had to come out here in the first place, because I got AT from all Detroit public schools.
AT, what's that?
AT mean kicked out of all Detroit public school. AT.
Like all the teachers was like, fuck that nigga.
Damn. I think it's like when you go to another school, they be like, nah, you can't come here either.
Oh, no, he AT. All the teachers was like, nah.
Like a banishment or something. Like, you banned from us.
I had to go to somewhere to some Area E shit, whatever. But they told me, hey, my mama had to move to Mount Clements, whatever. And I ended up going there. And that's when the shit picked up. I'm like, man, I can't fight. Because I wanted to sock a nigga.
Damn, at least you wasn't in that bitch rap.
So were you did you have clothes to try to get the girls?
At first, you know what I'm saying, when I was going, no, I didn't. So what I did was, I was like, I'm smarter than this. And I was like, fuck this. I went into Little Caesars at Macomb Mall. That's when Macomb Mall. That's what Little Caesars was in there, and I ended up getting a fucking job. And I was working there just to buy my own shit. And people thought I was spoiled.
Oh dang!
And they was like, "Why you dressed like that with your sister?" And I'm like, "Hey, I work and I buy my stuff." Like
flat out. I remember I got ragged on. I was always quiet. Played the background. I had this Guess sweater on. I used to wear that bitch faithfully because it kept me warm. I wasn't no denying it because I was catching the bus. Used to get ragged on by it. I'm like, I'm about to stop wearing this shit. That's the one time I really got like embarrassed, I guess, about my clothes. But other than that, in high school, I kind of separate. Like, I was quiet, but I was also one of them select few that was legally driving. So I was in like a class of my own, so I had attracting females that was like, you be driving. It's like, yeah. And you don't be talking either. So I get that kind of group. So, I mean, I had a little few, and then I went to Highland Park, and then that's when I had, like, a selection. Because they was like...
They out there in Highland Park?
They were. I don't know, but ain't nothing too much out there now.
Whatever happened to Highland Park?
I just found out that they not part of Detroit. They ain't got no... Well, they ain't got no mayor. I'm assuming. It look like they ain't got no mayor. But yeah, they ain't got nobody tearing down them houses, so they just leaving them, and it's just like a bunch of big, beautiful abandoned houses.
Maybe that'd be a good spot to shoot some videos.
I was thinking that too. I was like, these some nice little low key spots to shoot some videos.
Like closer to the Belle Isle.
Okay, you going way down that way?
Yeah,
that's like Black Bottom. Oh, you talking about on the other side of Jefferson?
Yeah, well, it's like going almost. Yeah, on the other side.
I know what you're talking about.
I mean, let's assume, people don't know where you guys are talking about, but Highland Park, if you aren't from Detroit, there's an east side and a west side, not unlike east side and west side of America. And Highland Park is, I suppose, between the east and west side.
It's like a little. Think about it in the middle. It's like a mix in the middle.
Right there in the middle, and it's definitely a large black population.
Mm-hmm.
But right around that area, we've got a not Highland Park. What's it called? What's that? Hamtramck.
Hamtramck.
Okay.
And that's Greek, right?
Yeah.
Them the Chaldeans.
Chaldeans?
I think so. I don't know.
I don't know what to call them, but I ain't never used to call them nothing because I never knew what they was.
I think you got the ones in Dearborn.
Humans.
And then you then you have that diverse ethnic background in Dearborn. So I mean, trying to make, I know one of them Chaldean, and the other one like Muslim or something.
Dearborn is Muslim.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then there's Chaldeans.
Yeah.
No, you can say Chaldean. I think Indian. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure. I don't even quote me.
You could tell. I was going to the gas station in Dearborn. They was walking. Whole family.
And they even moved.
Pushing a stroller. The man had the whole hat.
I believe that Dearborn
Like,
is either the first or the third most collection of Muslims in America. It's either the first city or the third city or something
It's
like
something
that.
high, yeah.
It's high, yeah. Like they, So it's cool. Community, man. Motherfuckers having a place. You know what I'm saying? I think that one thing that is a topic, especially with Black History Month, a lot of black media coming out there, is manhood.
Okay.
Last client that was here was talking about that and what it is to be a man, what it means to be a man in Hollywood, or just to be a person that people are paying attention to, and you got eyes on you. I think that all of us, whether we know it or not, have eyes on us. Somebody that used to grow up in your neighborhood, someone who's a nephew of yours or a niece, someone who heard about you in high school. It doesn't really matter. Someone who's only 2 years younger than you, but to them, you were always that nigga. And it doesn't matter how they looking or who they looking or how young, but you always got some young eyes on you, and you, whether you know it or not, you're playing a role. You don't even know it. You're not even trying to, but because you're just someone that some people know, you out there. And I think that there's a weight to that when you think about it, because when you fail, you're failing yourself, but you're failing the people who need, I don't know. This is the question I want to ask for you guys. Who was a black male role model in your life at any point? They didn't have to be there for more than a year, whatever. Someone that at some point was a black male role model to you in any capacity.
Well, I'm about to say, it's two people, cause it was like they came at two different times in life. Like first, it was my oldest brother. He was more like a father, cause he was always there, like always. And then even if he moved, I went out and seen him and visited him and everything. That's how I got well acquainted with the bus lines. But then once I started becoming an adult, I had to kind of break away from that my older brother type thing and started making my own moves. And I came across a comrade who was pretty much a mirror for me. He like, blood can't make us no closer. And it's my brother. And we've been rocking ever since. And it's like, I appreciate what he be going through, because it's like he talk a lot of craziness, but it's like a lot of stuff that get thrown at him, he be handling it. And I was like, that's how you supposed to do it. Like,
that's how you supposed to do it.
If you take an L, this how you supposed to take an L. Like, don't get defeated, because it's going to get harder. Just go ahead, learn from this, keep it moving, come with another plan. Just got to stay moving. It's hard to hit a moving target. If you just sitting there crying about it, they going to be jumping there. Stress going to worry you.
Stress is a killer. That's what I've been told. Well, did you have a second one?
No, it was just my older brother and my newfound brother.
Okay, bet.
Shout out to my man's J Jesus.
J Jesus.
Yes, sir.
Well, good that you brought up that topic. It's how I grew up. I never had a role model. Like, I felt like I never had time for a role model or the people that was older than me. Like I said, I'm older, 7 kids and all girls. So I ain't no dude was around me.
How many kids?
7.
Oh my God. 8 altogether.
Oh, you talking about your mom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you said you had.
Right, I thought you said
was
I had
like,
7
damn.
kids. I said, God damn, wait, what story you been? Was this some web you been spinning me? You see, we both are like, hey, wait a second.
Hold on, bro. Nah.
Okay, mom's
Bro,
got 7.
that shocked me. Who, me? No, not me.
So mom's got 7.
Yeah.
And you the only man.
Only boy.
Where you at? You like in the middle? You the baby?
I'm the oldest.
You the oldest, and you got a bunch of trained down little sisters. So you been
why
out
you
there.
think I've been fighting? Why you think I got AT? But yeah, I never had time for a role model because I'm always was gone, or I try to run away from the house because I'm always gotta be the oldest. I gotta watch. I gotta watch the girls.
What about like a movie character? You know what I'm saying? It's not like you looked at him like he was your dad, but it's like, hey, when I think about what's cool, when I think about the right decisions I should make, I think
I
about
looked
this.
up to Iverson.
Ivo?
Ivo. When he came into the league, nigga, I was doing, man. That's what I was doing. Anything.
You know,
I wanted to be just like that nigga, man.
My favorite Allen Iverson moment of his entire career was the moment that he was at Detroit Pistons.
Oh, you like when he came to retire?
No, I'm just being facetious. I'm
man.
Yeah, the Pistons is the place where careers go to die. You know what I'm saying? And we had a conversation about this, but you said Allen Iverson is your guy. Anybody else in black culture, cinema, movies, film, music?
No.
Okay. A lot of people say Jay-Z and Ludacris or something. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, cause he's you come from
I
nothing. You go from nothing and you turn it into
and
something.
Nas beef and the Nas is, to me, Nas destroyed that boy. So I don't know. What about that?
I ain't really look up to no music people though. Cause
Yeah,
they
not
always
them
had
either.
stuff. Right? They
Yeah.
always had stuff I knew I couldn't get. I ain't got no jewelry. I'm still getting $100 allowance. So I'm like growing up. I'm like got something that's a little closer to home. That's relatable. So then I grew up to become. Everybody keeps saying like you cool, dude. You like I'm pretty much just relatable. So it's,
Yeah, I mean, I think nowadays it's a time right now, man, where like a lot of we're part of a certain generation where we grew up a certain way, and now our kids. I say that I guess I don't have any kids, but as a generational, we're teachers for these kids. We gotta give them shit that we didn't have, man. And there was still a lot of shit that we didn't have. We didn't have a lot of I don't know. We didn't have a lot of outlets. There wasn't a lot of black doctors. There still really aren't a lot.
right.
But it kind of felt like if you don't sing or dance or play basketball or sell drugs, it's a wrap.
Okay.
And I feel like that was heavy in our black culture back in the 90s. I can't say now, but back in the 90s, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
It's always been what you make it. They try to program you. If you fall into that program, then yeah. They try to train you from the first 7 years that you born. You look at you just a sponge.
Yeah.
So you absorb anything. That's why they call it you a product of your environment. No, you not. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look past that. Like, for instance, say like if you're your mom, you know what I'm saying? Say like a rich kid grows up rich but dumb as fuck. But like he gonna make it. Why? Cause he got money. He had that around him. That was that positive. That was that. Oh, I'm gonna make it. He had it in his mind. He put it out there and he felt it. Oh,
yeah, but what is making it? What does that mean? Live?
Not just making it. It's like, hey, I'm gonna make it.
Like he's gonna be okay?
Okay, like living life, not worry free.
That's perspective, though. That's perspective, though. You're saying he's worry free, but that person doesn't see himself as worry free.
Yeah, more money, more problems. So he might got a different type of problems we can even think about.
Yeah, but the concept of the thing is, no, you got your poor. You know what I'm saying? Your people, not to say you're poor, but they always worried about bills or pay bills. You grows up, and then when you grow up, see that what you think that what's supposed to happen? Oh, I'm supposed to get a job, work, pay bills. No, it's not that. That's what I'm saying. That's why they say you're a fire.
But what is making it? That's what I want to know. What is making it?
What the fuck you asking me for? I don't know what you mean. What is making it?
Because you said that, you know, a white dude, you know, who's got some money and shit, he can fall off, but he ain't worried because he's still gonna make it.
I ain't say he can fall off. I never said he can fall off.
But you say he can make it.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what is making it? That's
like make a way. Like, hey, I can do this or do whatever.
okay, because he got the money behind him.
Right.
Well, money does play a big part in purchasing land, you know, making you feel good when, you know, you feel like shit.
I mean, I gotta really wait till I have my own kids, because I really do want to break the monotony of, you know, natural upbringing, because, you know, I don't want my kids to see like, okay, daddy always working, I gotta always work. I like, no. I want you to see how I'm working and enjoying it for the whole family, because when I get this degree and I sling these grants around, they just know like, oh, well, daddy know how to move money. And then when in doing so, translate into a nice, comfortable living. Like, they gotta know how to get it on their own.
Right.
Like, you know it's over here, and I got it for you, but I'm not gonna give it to you, cause ain't nothing finna be given to you when I'm gone. So I mean, but I can say that now, but I ain't got no kids to really impute that on. But that's my whole angle if and when that does happen.
I think it's got to be a culture of understanding how things work, and then passing that information down. Because if there's anyone, if anyone has a head start, it's just anyone whose parents don't necessarily give them money, but give them the tools, you know what I'm saying, the knowledge. And now it's like, there are less excuses because that information is out there. You can look on YouTube and find out someone and then watch his seminar, and you know what I'm saying. But we developed the internet. We were that generation to develop that shit. But in our youth, it was kind of, at least in my experience, in the hood, it was just, it was like the niggas who was doing it sold drugs. Mm-hmm. Or they had some hustle that niggas didn't even know what the fuck they did, but it was something, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Nobody was really looking at school like that was really going to do shit.
Okay.
Nobody was really looking at that like that was the answer. That was the way out. And I think when you're in the hood, it's always about the way out.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people fall into that situation where, like, you at grandma's house, but then so is Auntie Carol, and so is Uncle Rick, and and they got 2 kids each. So now your cousins are there, and now they're all kinds of different things. And then, off of studies that I'm hearing now, there's like, a lot of that touching stuff that happens between these, all these motherfuckers cooped up in one house and shit like that. And it's, that was kind of the generation I seen. There was some people who had it together, not even Huxtables, just had a $20,000, $30,000 house, whatever. Just had something simple. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of them were like that. I was in myself sometimes, and what I seen a lot was just, a lot of people living in one house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that our parents had those gifts. It was like the 60s and the 70s, and definitely wasn't no fucking internet, and it was Black Panthers around because they were fucking up black people, and that information, like, you had to be around a smart brother or a smart sister that could put you up on those things.
Yeah.
All you had was what your grandma told you, and when your grandma told you was how to cook and and your grandpa told you how to get pussy and wrap up, and your dad was a Rolling Stone because he's a product of that, not knowing shit, so he fucked up, and you know what I'm saying? And it's like, we're that generation of just like, we're the curse, like, de factors, you know what I'm saying? We got to turn that shit around because we have the information and we have the ability to not give our kids necessarily like riches, but we give them, the information, the tools that they can be successful for.
Right.
Or with.
Financial literacy.
That's a good terminology for it, brother, because that's what I feel like we need. I can't promise anybody anything, but you know what I'm saying? If the experience that I've left is at least you learn something, that's all I can leave. You know what I'm saying? You give a motherfucker fish, he'll eat for a night. You teach him how to fish, and he'll eat forever.
Ever.
You know what I'm saying? The things that we do for kids, you know what I'm saying? I think it'd be dope to put some kind of program together in this neighborhood or just wherever, you know what I'm saying? There's some kids on the block, Saturdays, I don't know, maybe bring them by the studio and have 17 kids and just, have them all record and whatever. Or maybe bring the camera out because it's getting hot out there now.
It's starting to warm up yet.
It's starting to warm up. So it's like time. It's time to get some things going, man. Mm-hmm. What are you looking most forward to on a corona-free summer?
Corona-free? In the perfect world, I mean, I'm doing some traveling. I'm actually looking into getting this passport because I want to do some international traveling. I got this intricate bucket list I want to dive into. I don't want to just start adding stuff on it and it just become one laundry list of what ifs and shoulda, couldas. But it's just like, corona free. Man, I'm really going to try to get back hooping. Got to get back out there and hooping.
How good are you at hooping, bro?
I mean, I'm pretty decent.
What are you in 99? Are you in 90? What?
I mean, the knees ain't how they used to be, but I mean, I can't be fucked with still, because what it is, I'm going to just get a whole game away. And if you're educated, you'll know. A reason why I'm a difficult guard or person on the court is because I'm what they call ambidextrous. And I know how to sell which hand or which way to go real easy, because I pretty much perfected how to use both of them to where they almost look duplicate.
Right. Ambidextrous mean you're fluid with both arms.
Excellent.
Right-handed, left-handed.
Exactly. So, I mean, that's just one of the ones, but that's something I was going to pass on to the younger youth. Because, yeah, I mean, knees ain't how they used to be. I mean, getting up out them chairs, let me know that every time.
You know what? People need to remember that you have to stretch. You have to stretch. They taught us that in high school. They taught us that in middle school. Every time you went to the gym, they made us stretch right at the beginning. This was very pivotal. It's flat. I am not going to be on the court, okay? I might be filming on the court. This guy's going to be on the court.
Oh, yeah.
What's your record out there, bro? Put your record on the record. What's your record out there?
I can't even say my record. I can't even play my record. I've played so many games and I ain't been out so long. So ain't no record.
You do organized ball or the pickup?
I do it all. I can do it all, but I used to do organized. But I started off picking up because I came from the city. So, started off picking up. And the first time I ever played organized was out there.
Right.
And that's exciting. And I was so excited. And that's why I went crazy.
I got robbed because all I did was pick up. I just actually picked it up because I was on the side when the kids was hooping and they needed a fifth person. They just threw me in. And apparently I could shoot. So I just thread that all the way through my little basketball career. But when I went to school in Highland Park, they had pulled me onto the basketball team because the coach was my English teacher. So, of course, I got it granted on there. And I was only there for 3 months. So I was only there to practice with him. And I was never there to play a game. So I never knew how to play organized ball. Pick and roll, that's it. 2K taught me that. But, yeah, it's just straight pick up for me, man.
It's really no different. It's just come natural. It's just natural. That's the game right there. Pick and roll, pass to the open man.
I'm shooting everything. So,
yeah, I'm coming down. I'm gonna come down and try to do you bold. Anybody know? I'm trying to do people bold.
How bold you gonna do, bro? I mean, are you playing? Are these high stakes games in the city of Detroit? Are these high stakes games? Are we talking about a pair of Jordans on the line?
You don't know. I'm trying.
What's on the line in these games, bro?
What's on the line? Today what was on the line was $50 a game that I missed. That my homeboy called me and said, "Get on the game right now. We got niggas putting up money right now."
50.
Couldn't even
50 a game?
Yes, 50. It's 3-on-3 to 21.
I heard about that.
What is it? Who's putting up 50?
It's online, isn't
it?
Yeah, they play online and then they PayPal you the money or Cash App you money.
Yeah, that's like
who does?
Whoever you playing against.
So you're talking about this is just like I thought you meant like the game.
No, the game. No,
$50.
The game give. Tell how much the game give.
Oh, see,
when you enter them tournaments.
Oh, see, yeah, you get them 30, 40, $50,000.
$1,000, nigga.
But I ain't in it 2K like that.
See, I was trying to get in that fucking tournament.
What you gonna do in a tournament?
When I need that money.
He said getting that cash.
Getting that cash. And you going against the best niggas in the world?
Hey, yup. You go against the best of the best.
Yeah.
You do.
Any given Sunday.
Yes, so it sound like never provoke
me. Any given Sunday. So like I might be able to cross both y'all niggas over and score on y'all.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, if you good at it.
What if I suck?
All it takes, all it really takes is one shot, really.
All it takes is one shot.
If you sucks, then that shit ain't going down. Cause I'm like, I'm gonna expose you if you suck. I don't give a fuck if you can be 99. And for real, I exposed a lot of people that suck and got 99 players. You 99 players out there, yes, you know who I'm talking about. You running around, you suck.
Oh, man.
Best game out there right now. What's that? What's the best game?
I'm sick because I just got the PS5.
What?
I just got it.
What are you playing?
I'm playing 2K21, of course, and I got the Call of Duty Cold War.
How does it look comparison to the PS4?
It's a nice little transition. I ain't really been sold on graphics, so I'm like, this supposed to be a beast in the graphics. So I'm gonna see what the graphics about. So I'm like, yeah, this pretty dope. I need to get some more games so I can see what else is.
Does 2K look definitively better on the PS5 than the PS4?
It just look like
copy and paste.
Hey!
That's all it was. It's a copy and paste. I mean, They got the little highlights
What
and
they
the
got?
sweat beads or whatever. But
Yeah,
they
they got the.
that was on the trash.
They tried to add the extra shit in it.
It's just a copy and paste, just new animations and new ratings. But I ain't never, like I said, I never been into it. I never been in a community like that. All of my homeboys have, but I just been trying to play just to get good in case somebody threw some sticks at me and I don't look too bad playing a 1-on-1. Me on the game.
Okay, what was the thing that took you off of TV? Because I heard you say you're off of TV. Are you still watching sometimes, but like something? Okay, so what happened?
I remember it was a time where I was used to get the TV guide and schedule all my what to watch, 30 minutes. I remember doing that vivid, and now ever since like what YouTube, Netflix, Hulu, that's all I need, and that come with the PS5, so I don't need no TV at all.
Well, isn't that still TV?
What I mean, I don't get my current. Even, I should say that when I say TV, I should say like the the love and hip hop stuff, reality stuff.
That's I'm wondering what do people do? For me, I left to go work with Sleepy Brown, Outkast, in Vegas. It was
nice.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We're getting watch your feet. God bless you.
I'm gone.
Okay. Go down there. I'm working. It was so weird because it was like the last. We had like 3 days left of cable. It was me and my ex, and the house was cleaned out. It was weird. It's my memory. So I go down there, and there's no TVs. There's a mansion. There's a pool, jacuzzi, 2 cute little dogs and shit. 7 rooms. It's the real world. Man, road rules, real world. Same situation.
Okay.
This guy's from Louisiana. This guy from Seattle, Washington. He's from Miami. He's a drummer. It was just a bunch of musicians from all. I was the nigga from Detroit. So we get down there and do that. And I just remember I was watching Dexter. I remember like the new season, and I remember saying something to somebody, and it was like, "Oh, I know, man. It's just I was like, yes, somebody else is here. That's it. I like Dexter too." And I remember the Sunday, I was like, "Hey, bro, so when we about to watch this shit?" He was like, "We got no TVs here." I was like, "I noticed that, but you were hype. Do you go to a bar or something like that?" He's like, "Nah, man. I just, we ain't got no TVs here." I was just like, it blew my mind.
Culture shock.
But here's what I'm saying: if you're creative and you do what you do, then you take away and strip away all these other things. Then if you're meant to do it, that's all you'll be doing. And when I was out there, they had a little studio with like 4 different studios, so like all of us could be doing something different. I brought my own computer. I'm gotta, set my own shit up. And it was dope. Every day they supplied the weed. Not forever, but it was like it was kind of like smoke, bro. Like, all right, bet. Wake up and wake and bake. Go down there and work. Be crazy. Just do whatever. I don't got no responsibilities. That's what I love. Nice. I don't even want to talk about responsibilities, but like having no responsibilities for what? 3 months. And it was chaos the whole time because I should have been working hard because it ended up fucking up. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know. If I would have known at the beginning that things were going to fuck up, I would have been from the top networking down in Vegas. But what did I do? I was bullshitting. I was like, well, I think I know how things are going to pan out and shit. And it was not the case because I thought that, we about to be signed to a label. We about to be on tour. They told me I can set up my own label in Detroit, not a subsidiary of theirs. I could have like a house and have like 7, like how they had their situation. I can just have all the people that I wanted to, boom, boom, boom. And if they get good enough and motherfuckers feel them, they can come on tour. Like I was setting up real roots with these niggas. And when the shit fell away, it sucked because I was like, fuck, I should have been using that time a completely different way. But I didn't network with those niggas and we were doing creative things and that's cool and shit like that. But I should have been on the money. Okay. Now I'm stuck 3,000 miles away from home and I have $0 to get me back. And then at the time, oh wait, god damn it, I got my anchor about to, she just lost her job. Now she about to be a fucking anchoring on my life and shit. Now I got to take care of all the, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot. And I knew that I put myself in that situation from bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? And like, it was just like a moment where I had to look and say, fuck, man, I'm going to have to be PeterPromo. And I remember I spent about 2 days conceptualizing what I could do, what I could offer, and put something together. And I fucking got on the phone for about half a day. Boom, 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 boom. About 6 calls in. Hit somebody. Boom. I can do X amount of videos for you and X amount of studio time and hit your webpage and blah, 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 blah. I need about $1,000 right now up front. But if you give it to me up front, then I'll also throw in an extra da-da-da-da. All about how you sell that shit. Boom. Don't give me a problem. I'll solve it. Had the money. I didn't have insurance on my car. Had to pay for insurance to get a month's worth of insurance to get back. Then the gas to get there all the way. That was like $600 in gas or something like that. I was in LA at that point, or San Diego. And gas, hotel, because it's like 3 days to get home. One day we stayed in the car, and the other days we stayed in hotels. Freddy Krueger situations. The fucking hotel. Oh my! I wouldn't put ass cheeks on that bitch. I would not put ass cheeks on that bitch, bro. $50 is not a lot in Missouri. I call it misery. That shit. Jesus Christ, bro. We were asleep. It was freezing, so we had the car on, and we were just freezing. And we were at you got an apartment building, so you just. I didn't want to sleep in the parking lot of Myers. I was in Indiana. And we went to a somewhat crowded apartment building. We sit in the car, just, someone knocking around. I was like, oh shit. They're like, I just want to make sure you guys were alive. You guys weren't moving. And so I'm thinking like, yeah, we're fine. Haha, don't call the police on us. Right. You know what I'm saying? Kept it moving. It was just chaos. But all I can think of is like, I was stuck. I was at that point 4,000 miles away from my home. I had no money. I had no job. I had nothing going on. But if you push yourself, it's like Wade Wilson in Deadpool. They pushed his body to the limit to where he had to mutate and turn into some shit. And some people have to be pushed. They have to be pushed, because if not, then they would just be successful without that. They would just be successful. You know what I'm saying? You need something to wake you up and the animal inside, and you look at all these different things and you go, bullshit, where's the money? And you look at all these bitches and all these things, you go, bullshit, where's the opportunities? Because you have one fucking operation, and it's to fucking work and be a man. And that shit has hit me on so many occasions. And that's why I be bullshitting sometimes. Because I've excelled so many times. I've been the hustle, bro.
Yes.
And I know you motherfuckers know a lot about the hustle, man. That was a long, broad story about mine. You know what I'm saying? You got something to tell us here?
Man, thank you for sharing that. That was inspirational. That was. I mean, because like you said, it's a bottom. Everybody got their bottom. But I mean, you either gonna sit down there or you go look, assess the situation, and annihilate it. Simple as that.
Yeah, I went to my buddy's house down there, and he was already living like 3 deep in like an apartment with, I think, 3 bedrooms, but it's like $1,400 for a 3-bedroom apartment in San Diego. It's expensive. $1,400. This was not outrageous shit. This was not like, oh no, this was a shitty apartment. 3-bedroom, $1,400. I said, Jesus Christ. So then he's my nigga. We was in high school together. So he was like, bro, you in a situation you can come sleep on my couch. I was like, bet. Then my ball and anchor came around, you know what I'm saying, because she lost her job. Now I'm like, now I gotta explain, like, okay, and you know what I'm saying, I didn't really have I just my man let me chill, so I was gonna get my mind right. But man, all it took was I opened the door, and the door was around the corner from the living room. So I was like, oh, I'm about to grab something from my car. So I go to open the door, and I'm always testing people. People say I'm always testing people. I open the door and close it. And then my guy is talking to the other guy who's there, who lives in the house, and he's like, man, you feel like things are just like a little bit tight right now, like tight? And this is my guy. He's talking to the other. Now, mind you, I'm in the hallway, so he can't see me. He's on the couch. His boy comes out of the kitchen, sees that I'm there still, and he's like, what do you mean, man? And my guy, he's like, shit's tight around here, man. It's like space is real tight right now. And his man, who sees that I'm there, is just like, I don't know. So I just open the door and close it and be like, hey, E, you need me to grab something from the store? I'm about to go to the store. And he was like, oh, no, man, we good. I was like, bro, you need me to make a run or something like that, bro? I don't want to clog up your space and all like that. He's like, no, bro, no, P, no, I swear to God. And I remember thinking, like, that was the moment right there. Like, I didn't lose no love for him. I just, I'm a burden. I don't like it. That'll make me, I'll morph. I'll turn from a caterpillar to a butterfly. I'll get the, you know what I'm saying? I don't like it. And that was the fire that I needed. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still just trying to wrap my mind. Like, I'm homeless on the other side of the country with no relatives, no friends, no nothing, nobody, no big homies to toss me $50. And I'm just like, okay, well, I'm in San Diego. You know, like that's, you know, people be like, P, you gotta learn how to have fun. You know, I'm always something. And yeah, man, just like I said, that was the motivator for me right there. That alone, you know what I'm saying? I'm too independent. If I feel like if someone's not doing something out the gratitude of their heart, and it's because I'm being you know what I'm saying? I'll sleep on a rock outside then. You know what I'm saying? So when the girl came in, that fucked things up, and then I just made that phone call, got out there. My man shot me the money. And the fucked up thing about that guy, his dad shot me the money because he hit the lottery, but like a small one, probably like 15, 10 racks, something like that. And I talked to him. He's like, you know, my son, he's very gullible, okay? And he's going to waste this money. Okay, I've heard about you, and I trust you. I trust you. Don't screw over my son. I'm like, I'll never do that, and I'll make sure that he's good as fuck. And the first thing he do when he come over, he's like, yeah, I want to get like, 5 hours. We can do that, but like, cause I want to do a couple songs. But then my one man's, him and his boy want to do a couple songs. I was like, bro, I'm gonna let you know right now, this money that your daddy gave me came with a certain amount of hours. And he also told me that I need to take care of you. And I've been in this game long enough to see patterns. These niggas are using you because you got the studio. If they're your boys, cool. But this is your time. If someone's featuring on your song, I'll allow it. But I'm not about to let you use your time for nobody else but yourself. Your dad was very adamant to have like an hour-long conversation with me, telling me to protect you and make sure that you was, you know what I'm saying? That's a big burden for me. You know what I'm saying? Because once I see you and I know your problems, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? And he was just letting everybody come in and just, he would do like one song and then like they be trying to do like 4 songs.
No.
So then eventually I was like, look, bro, you can come to the studio anytime you want to, but you can't bring people no more, bro, because you abuse. This is like 8 sessions in, and you got 3 songs recorded, and all the time went to all these other niggas. I'm like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Right. And I did more than that. I just told the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? We ended up doing a music video, and the music video was, of course, one of the songs with 2 other dudes, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Featured. It was the worst, most coldest day you could have fucking imagined. So I'm already pissed. You know what I'm saying? Because I already got this money. Right. So now I'm out there and it is just bones free. I'm like, bro, you think we should just do this on another day, bro? Oh, well, what it was his boys wanted to fucking be in there and they were in, oh my God, it was just, and I'm freezing my ass off and I'm already doing this for a discount and I'm just like, man, you know what I'm saying? But, I don't know, conviction. You say you're going to do it. Try to keep it.
There you go. Now you just never do it again. It's like, you know what? I did it fully committed, and I never fall for that okie doke ever again.
Here's what I'm saying though. How can you never fall for it again?
Cause now you got to learn from where you.
But every person's different. But you can't learn lessons from one person and then apply it to another person because you're just gonna get fucked.
It's not the person; it's the circumstance. Cause have you ever heard?
But the circumstance depends on the person.
On what? How so?
Like you in a circumstance where you in a you got some money that's missing from your house because you had a chick over here, and okay, well, do I say I'm never gonna be in that situation again with anybody?
No.
Or am I gonna say with only women?
Yeah, just the ones you come over that may seem like the ones that might take.
But you can be in that same situation with a woman who you actually do fuck with. And now it's like, damn, but I told myself I would never be here and I left some fucking money, but I trust her, but where'd the money, you know what I'm saying? And now you in the same situation you was the first time.
No, I'm not, no, those rules don't bend because those are morals. Like, you fool me once, I can never be fooled again.
Yeah, but friends fool you though.
Then they weren't friends.
Will, you agree? I would say that friends fool you, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes a nigga can spin you. We were supposed to go hang out and do whatever. So.
Oh, so.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I've had buddies that we made plans to hang out, and I don't get out, and my Mondays be kind of sacred. I ask my one day off. So if you're saying we about to go and hit the strip club and all right, cool. And then I can tell you spun me because he ended up getting with a bitch or something like that. So am I supposed to go Never again.
No,
You
you
know what I'm
just
saying?
gotta know.
Never again.
You just gotta know at that point now, like a bitch will come in between any plans me and this individual ever make. So it's kind of frivolous. Don't be surprised if they flake.
What if it's not a bitch? What if it's anything?
They flakeable? That's you got it.
That's what I'm saying. But then, can you use that flakeableness with everything that they do?
You can if you know what flakeable look like. Not saying everybody is, but you know flakeable characteristics.
Technically, everybody's flakeable, right?
Then everybody gets the same exact thing.
Everybody's flakeable.
Everybody frosting flakes.
Everybody's seltzer blue.
I need to cut and dry, man. I try to shoot it straight from the hip, and I want nothing less in return. So, I mean, it's all about how you really wanna. It's all about pretty much. I think it's all about how you assess things. Like you, before you embark on anything, you see what's on the table first. Okay, well, what am I walking into first? Okay, now if I go this way, this is one angle, but that's the obvious angle. If I go this way, though, oh yeah, I can. This way, now you know got a better plan on it, and now you know how all the players moving. Then you make your move.
It's tough. But you know, there's not one formula. There's not one formula that'll work with everybody. And every individual person, the thing is, like, people change.
Mm-hmm.
They can be the nastiest hoe you know, and then she find God. She find
God.
But at 2 a.m. But did the freaks come out at night? One.
I mean, but let me ask you this, and this is fine either way, but do you feel like you're the same person you was when you were 15?
Hell
No.
no.
So I'm saying, so people change. And yeah, you kept some of the quirks for sure, but there are vast things that changed about you that completely changed the context of who you are. And to take who they are in that moment and then say that later on they're the same person, maybe they are. Maybe people don't change, but I think people do. Things happen. You know what I'm saying? You might be the type of person who come into someone's life and change them because they know you, because of what you did in their life. They're changed, and now they don't look at themselves the same way. Now they change their opinion about certain shit. You know what I'm saying?
I love how you put that. That was a good way of assessing that. Because I mean, I'll never look at it as a third person like that. So I was like, I like how you worded that, and that was insightful, thought provoking. I appreciate that. Like how you worded that.
Yeah, we all. I think the biggest thing that
he say?
there you go. I appreciate that, Juno. I think the thing that I see a lot is that sometimes people feel insignificant because, even if you start a business, even if you start a record label, even if you fucking try for the NBA, your time is undefeated. And at some point, you're going to be old. At some point, what you're doing is going to be old. At some point, what you saying is going to be old. You going to be the old uncle when it's a young nigga who 26 now, and frankly, he colder than you, and he doing it better than you was doing, and it's always gonna happen. That's time is undefeated. No one has ever beat time.
Right.
Until even George Clooney gonna get the business. Okay, George is gonna get it.
He already getting it.
I mean, is Samuel L. getting it? This nigga looked 45 for the last 45 years.
Well, he getting that bread. He's still getting Avengers. Can't fuck with him. What they call him, Fury?
Nick Fury.
That's Nick Fury.
Nick Fury.
Hell, Nick Fury.
Give me a Nick Fury.
I don't know what to say about that other than it's the fact that what led you to being here right now. What led you to being, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's like my cousin, she died at a nightclub. She got shot because some niggas came to shoot some other niggas, and she got caught in the crossfire, and she's fucking dead. And it's like, what led her to like electronic music? What was the moment that led her to meeting that one friend that she went to the club with? All these different things have these small, like, I bought a pizza from Pizza Hut, and it was this fine bitch, and I said, you look good today, and I walked out. What that did to her psyche, and you don't know what that did. And you are emphatically changing small things that lead up to big moments. So it's like, you don't have to have a big family or have a big fan base or any of that shit. It's just like, if you do the just whatever the fuck you do. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes for me, it's going to some of these fucking hood stores and just getting a nice attitude. Cause I'm so used to just getting shit. And just like, fuck. Can somebody just treat me like a regular human being? And you get that, you don't know what that might do to me, and we'll never meet again. But you were an important part of the things that I would go to do. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When you think about it that way, hopefully it helps give some people some kind of clarity. Because world is big and we matter, but we kind of don't matter. But we matter. You know what I'm saying? It's big. It's big. You know what I'm saying? The world is big. The world is very big. And there's a universe out there too. That makes a motherfucker feel small.
Well said.
What do you got to say to the people out there to give them some hope, give them some of the goodness that you've been getting out to the units that's coming to you, something that's helped give you some direction or give you some strength? What do you got for the people out there, man?
Well, on that note, just say it don't matter what people. Everybody got an opinion about you, or everybody gonna say what they want to. What I'm gonna sum this up. Don't worry. It's your choice. You can choose to be happy, or you can choose to be sad. You make that choice, or you can choose to be miserable. It's chose up to you. You can't nobody just, if somebody walk up to you and just cuss you out.
What is this scenario?
You choose to be engaged there. You got a choice, or you can just walk away. And
what would
be
be your choice?
Like, I'm training myself to be.
If a nigga came up to you and just started cussing you out,
if a nigga came to me, cuss me out, I'm looking okay. I'm trying to train myself.
Okay, what's the old? What would the old Will do? What would the old Will?
But I would have super kicked the shit out of you.
He said super kick.
I'm being honest. Like, we just WWE through that stuff.
Oh man.
So what up?
But yeah, you gotta like you said, you gotta train yourself. I'm in training.
This nigga gonna laugh. He said, I'm in training. He training, y'all. You know,
training.
Got the training wheels on.
There you
go. This room is full of smoke. And every time I take a breath, it's like I'm getting high again.
Dehumidifier.
What does that do?
I guess it's supposed to humidify the air.
Like give it moisture?
I think it's like, you see how it's kind of cloudy and it's thick.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to like you ever like walk into a brand like one of them houses they got like central air and it's like real cool and it's like crisp. It's not necessarily freezing, but it's like real clear. It's clean. Crisp. Yeah. It just pretty much, just get the excess everything out. I just went somewhere, that's why.
Crisp.
Yeah.
Which one am I plugged into?
Oh, no.
Crisp.
There it is.
No, this ain't it. It's definitely this one here. Thank you for everybody who's watching, or rather listening. I'm here with PhreshTheIcon. Where can I get you on Instagram, bro?
Just open it back up. 7 Miles Hero. That's the number 7. MILESHERO. It's been a while, so yeah.
7 Miles Hero.
Check me out.
We also have Will Juno here backing us up. Where can they get you, bro?
I'm not giving out the information until it's ready.
Oh, okay.
Exclusive.
Well, it's your boy PeterPromo here.
Black Spider-Man.
Yeah. Blighter, man.
That's Mark Venom.
Blighter. Blighter. BP don't make a noise, does it?
BP?
Yeah, gas station.
Because the SP for spider. I put BP, Blighter.
Oh, Blighter Man?
Blighter Man. B to P make a
Platterman?
Blighter Man. Blighter Man.
Yeah.
It's like a boot, take out that boot. Blighter Man. The bass, Biter. Like you saying biter and piter.
Oh, Biter Man.
Yeah, Biter Man.
Oh yeah, you gotta pop
Biter.
it
Biter. There it is.
Hey, that's the theme song.
We're working on a new theme song. We're out of here. I got a session coming here. The time starts in 12 minutes, and so we got to end this. But it's been Phresh the Icon.
Yes, sir.
It's been Will Juno. And we are
J.O.
we're Jigga J.O. guys. Thanks for listening. As always, be yourself. Because everybody else is already taken.